So with these quick, easy tips and tricks, you can actually make over your bedroom and make it look more expensive for free. I know you like it when it's free.
I love it when it's free, but oh my God!
I can't get through this. Take number 20. Oh my God. Hi, welcome to the house of Valentina. I'm Valentina, and my husband Jack and I are hanging out in the bedroom. It's not the place we normally invite everybody to. However, today we wanted to be able to share with you this little mini makeover that we have done on our room that has been transformative for us. It's really been amazing, and I did it for free. So we thought that it'd be really fun to share some tips and hacks on how to make your space feel more expensive. But to be honest, I don't think that making it necessarily feel high-end or designer, like that's not really our goal. What we really want is for the space to feel luxurious, like it's pampering you.
Yeah.
When we were in that hotel recently, you really liked
Savannah,
that.
I loved it. And it's one of the things that I love about this year. It's one of the reasons this video is so perfect right now is, unfortunately, a lot of us can't travel right now because of just everything that's going on. So you deserve to have a space that feels luxurious, a place that you feel pampered. Because a bedroom, guys, let's just be honest, is the first thing you see in the morning and the last thing you see at night. And so we wanted a space for our own house that had that feeling to it. And what's really cool about these hacks is two things. We did the space really quickly and absolutely for free. There was zero cost, but the result, I'm telling you, I walked in, guys, and my mind was blown the other day. I walked in, my jaw dropped. First of all, because she looks really good. Second of all, because the room was amazing. And so you killed it. Like, you did so good.
Thank
so
you.
I can't wait to share these ideas.
This entire thing started because our son needs a bigger bed. And I thought, well, I'll give him ours. And then I thought, well, what kind of room do I actually want for myself if I'm going to do that? And I realized I wanted a room that had less clutter and felt more luxurious, and I was able to create this look for free. So it probably will not stay like this, we'll tweak it some, but it gave us a really good baseline.
Yeah.
So I hope that these tricks and little tips here will help you look at your own space. Maybe you'll be able to use some of them, maybe you can use all of them. It'll just be something that'll help you to make your room feel more elevated right wherever you are in the world right now. Tip number 1 is to minimize your furniture. I know that it's something that I struggle with. I know that a lot of you struggle with that. There's just way too much furniture in your space. And a lot of times it's like, oh, well, it's full. Well, I just went through and minimized my makeup stuff. I took a lot of it out and I'm like, okay, what do I actually use? And I put it in the bathroom so that I don't have to have it in this room.
And you went off feeling, which is really cool. It wasn't just about the function of it, but it was also, how do I want to feel in this space?
Yes.
And you realized a wall of furniture, which is what we had before, in some of this space, just didn't give that feeling that you wanted.
I knew that it would bother me when I brought that vanity back into the space. I was shoving it in, putting too much in, and I just need room to breathe. And I think a lot of you crave that as well. It's just, you want room to breathe inside your space, and minimizing your furniture is the first step to doing that. Tip number 2
is, I'm gonna say a sentence that I never thought in a million years that I would say, which is, we ironed the sheets.
Okay, he didn't, I did.
Who would ever do that?
I would never expect him to iron the sheets. It's just that I know that I like we were just at the hotel and they had the sheets ironed and so neat. This feels so luxurious, and you can iron your sheets for free. It doesn't cost you any money, just a little bit of sweat equity.
Yeah, but they really do. I mean, if you think about a hotel bed, it's crisp. It's like perfectly shaped. And you had that image from a catalog that we were looking at, and we realized the key was the way things were folded and how straight and like crisp everything was. So I literally walked in the other day and she's got the iron out on the bed ironing sheets. Yeah. And the difference it makes, I'm telling you, I never thought I would say the phrase, but the result is outrageously cool.
Yeah, and it's not like we're gonna iron the sheets every day, and I will admit that I climbed in very carefully and climbed out very carefully the next day because it was like, oh, I don't want to mess it up. But that day, you know, like that's done. Like you get that for a day.
It totally makes sense.
It's just our personality. Yeah. You can take that one or leave it. Number 3 is that I love to spray the linens. This is not news. For those of you that have visited the site before, you know that I just love to spray the linens with something that just smells really good. It just feels expensive. It makes the room feel luxurious.
Well, we value smell everywhere. So the house has candles. You have a tendency or a practice of putting on a little Chanel every night before you go to bed. So
giving all my secrets away.
I know. But the coolest thing is, and I walked in the other night as she was like ironing the bed, which I thought, well, that's weird. And then she was ironing the bed. But then I was like, what is that smell? It smells amazing. So what is the fragrance that you use?
Yes, I still love that French spray. So even though we've minimized the room, it's got a little bit more of a modern Scandinavian feel, we're still bringing that French feeling in, and that is through that spray. And I'll put a link below for what I use. But lavender is another one. It actually does affect the way that you think and the way that you feel in your space. So if you're having trouble sleeping, which I know many of us have with everything that's been happening, creating a space that's very relaxing and soothing is a great way to make your space really function for you, but also feel really good.
Tip number 4 is to minimize the stuff. Literally the other night, I walked past and stuff was just moving out. Furniture was out on wheels, there were moving trucks, there was stuff. It was crazy.
Just hauling things.
There was so much stuff moving out of here.
Literally everything's like flying out of the cabinets and...
Yeah, it was crazy.
I just get in those moods where I'm just like, there's just too much stuff. I don't like it when I open a cabinet and things fall out, and I just don't like messiness, and it makes the space feel chaotic, and I just wanted a space that felt very calm.
Yeah.
And I realized I had all these sheets stored in the cabinet, which I can barely close the drawer on, and none of them fit the pillows for the bed. So why do I have that stored in there?
Well, and again, it's the first place we see in the morning, the last place we see at night. So it's important to have a space that feels calm and it feels soothing. So the smell plays into that, but also the amount of stuff you see when you wake up to like, which I love. I love all the little collectibles we have and all the little, what's the word? Tchotchkes, not Schlotzkes. All the Schlotzkes all over the house. Tchotchkes?
You're gonna make me hungry.
Tchotchkes, that's the word?
Or trinkets.
Okay. Trinkets, let's call them trinkets. But I love all that stuff, but at the same time, it can just start to feel a little much.
Yeah, I think that's why hotels, a lot of times they feel very high end, is that they don't have a lot of things in them. And that really puts the focus on what you do have in the space. So you really wanna make sure those things are awesome and that they're things that really just have your style. And you know, a kid that actually closes his doors at night.
Yeah, that helps.
We have our son's stuff still in this room, so it's a little extra, but he just loves coming to our space.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, we probably should make him move his stuff upstairs.
Probably, he's 25, but yeah.
He's not. Tip number 5 is to minimize your pillows. If you think about when you go to a hotel, if you look at rooms that have a very high-end feeling, they don't have 900 pillows. My mom's gonna die because she loves her pillows and she's gonna say, no, all those pillows make it luxurious.
When we stay with her, it takes 20 minutes to get to bed.
They literally go all the way down 3/4 of the way.
If you fell out of an airplane, you could land in there and you'd walk off. It'd be fine.
It's true. She loves her pillows.
She does.
So for those of you that love your pillows and that makes you feel more luxurious, please just keep your pillows and enjoy them. But if you really want the room to feel more expensive, think about minimizing your pillows and making sure that your pillows actually match. So you want to have the same width of pillows, and maybe you can either stack them on top. We need to do a separate video for how to like fix the bed. There's a few ways you can do it, but you really just want to make them matching. And I did iron them because it just makes them feel nice and neat and not like messy.
Yeah. Now tip number 6 is actually inspired, I think, by the way you dress, because it's talking about accent pillows. You do an amazing job of always having like these little cool pieces of just the perfect amount of jewelry in the right spaces. So accent pillows to me are like the jewelry of the bed.
They really are.
They really are.
And I've gotten to where I've started minimizing everything around me. And I know you guys have seen me do the little karate chop where we fluff the pillows and then we chop them, but this time I wanted it very minimal and very clean. So instead of doing the karate chop, I just left them very flat, like very straight and very modern feeling and very minimal. And what that does is it gives you that hotel feeling. You could still do the karate chop and that would be very luxurious feeling as well, but I just needed something minimal.
And dangerous. slightly dangerous.
Yes.
Well, and they're velvet, right?
Yes. So these are
So
from an
that's a
amazing
great contrast.
Yeah, these are from an amazing company. I'll leave the link below for you. They have no piping on them. They don't have a bunch of extra
Yeah,
stuff.
it's really clean.
So if you like a minimal high-end look, that's how to get this look. Now, for those of you that prefer something more classic, it's totally fine. Keep doing your karate chop. That looks expensive too. It's just, this was our preference.
Yeah.
I always like to bring greenery into a space. I know that it's not something that hotels do, which for many of us, that's where we think of luxury and a high-end bedroom, because they want you to feel like you've been pampered when you come to visit. But I really like to add greenery because it brings life into the space, and that's where I think that hotel rooms fall short when it comes to making the room feel really expensive. I like to add greenery, whether it's a plant. You guys can watch the videos that we've done in the past about plants that are easy to keep alive and really good fakes. But this room has easy plants, and even the little chefalera, that was completely free. One of my friends gave that to me.
It's my favorite name, by the way. I want to change my Chefalera?
Yes.
Jack Chefalera. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
What I love about the plants is this room actually has a giant bay window overlooking the garden. So in many ways, it's like you've brought part of the garden into the house, and it just makes it feel consistent. And I love that the plants you chose are a little more whimsical, a little more tropical. So it's a little bit of a contrast with our room itself.
It adds a lot of softness and life, because we did choose something that is more minimal and modern, and it just makes it feel approachable. I know a lot of you have said that you struggle with, okay, we've got this very minimal thing, but now it doesn't feel like homey. And this is a good way to make your space still feel expensive, but homey and approachable as well.
Yeah.
The way that you light your space, it's amazing how it can really change whether a room feels high-end or not. First of all, if you can actually see in the room, that's always a good start, right? But a lot of times we put lights that are too little into a space, or the scale is a little bit too small for the size of the room or the size of the bed, or we don't put enough around the space and there's like one lamp or one overhead light. Overhead lighting typically can have a very harsh feel to it. You can put those on dimmers. That's another great tip for you.
Because the key to lighting actually is shadows. An elegant kind of that classy room, there's got to be a little bit of mystery. And so the lighting really helps with that. And I will say, we went completely free on this, but we do have our eyes on some other lights to add at some point in the future, just to kind of take it over the top, especially related to artwork and stuff.
Yeah, this was just a freebie room that we were able to create without having to go anywhere, but I think that we're gonna put together a full room that is our ultimate bedroom, and then we're gonna start working our way towards that. But this was just a great way for us to see what can we do with $0. The other thing that you definitely wanna think about when you're lighting your space is to add candles. That you've probably got candles sitting around, and I think that we forget to light our candles. And I think at night when you light your candle and you get the room smelling really good, it makes it feel very high-end and luxurious, but you probably already have them, so it's free to you, but it feels like such a pampering moment.
It feels like someone thought about it. Even if it's just you thinking about yourself, it makes it feel thoughtful.
Absolutely. So we definitely, right now we're burning the one from the Hotel Alita where we stayed. They had their signature fragrance. It's my dream to have a House of Valentina signature fragrance one day, but we also have a really cool one called Road Trip. I'll leave the link for that as well. These are amazing fragrances. It makes the room smell so good.
Yeah. Our tip number 9 is all related to artwork. You took my breath away when I walked in the other day because I wasn't expecting.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you do every day. So, by the way, you never say that to me, I just realized. 21 years, never heard that.
Yeah, you took my breath away.
Yeah, signature fragrance.
Yeah.
Woo. No, but the artwork is amazing, and artwork matters. Again, everything you see, you smell, all that good stuff matters. So I love the artwork that you did.
I had a lot of fun with the artwork. I was just, again, I was in this mood. I wanted minimal luxury. That's how I wanted this to feel. I happen to have some of these Target frames already on hand, and they have an architectural print in them. This is actually how they come from the store. I really like the architectural feeling of the print inside of it, but I also stacked them evenly on top of each other. It gave it a very tight, symmetrical feel to where the room just feels very done and crisp, and I really love that feeling. But I've also balanced that with the art piece behind us where it's a little bit more free form, it's more abstract, and I've even got an art piece that's leaning on the cabinet. All those kinds of things play together to make the space feel very high end. But if you've watched any of our videos, you know we love to DIY our artwork. So I'll leave some links below for how you can create your own DIY artwork, because we want you to be able to do it for free. After all, this is a free makeover. So we'll empower you to do that. And we'll definitely leave some links for you for that.
Our number 10 tip is all about what you hear, and that's the music. We always have music playing in our house, literally nonstop.
Sometimes I would like silence, personally, but
not when I'm around. No silence.
No silence ever
No silence
with this guy. He's always got music playing.
But it sets a tone. So we have different playlists. We have our Sunday morning playlist, our game time playlist, and so we have.
You have those.
Yes, I do. But same thing with our room. Like, we wanted a space that, again, it feels thoughtful. I think that's what I'm realizing about luxury, is that actually it just feels like there's a thoughtfulness.
Like,
and so,
someone has thought through everything for you, and you can do that for yourself as well.
Yeah. So we have the Sonos system. We have it all throughout the house, and just being able to walk into your bedroom after a long day of work, and even if you were just working 3 feet away in the living room, but being able to walk in and you smell, there's candles, it's pretty, the lights are lit, there's a little bit of Frank Sinatra going or some Ella or something, that changes everything.
I think so. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out in our bedroom with us today.
You're not welcome back later. That's all I gotta say.
So anyways, thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you'll hop over to Instagram and follow us on both of our accounts over there. We have our personal one and the House of Valentina Instagram. We also have the Facebook group that you can join. We hope you'll give us a thumbs up.
Hit the bell. Hit the little bell, because in that way, every time she puts up a new video, you'll get notified of it. Make sure you subscribe. Leave us a comment down below. And again, if you redo your bedroom over the next few days as a result of this video, jump over to Inspired by V on Facebook and show us some pictures of it.
Yeah, we love it when you guys show us what you do, and we love it when you leave comments. Tell us if any of these tips are ones that you do in your own home. Maybe you have a tip that you wish that we'd added in and you're like, oh my gosh, they should have said this. Add it in. We want to hear it. We love hearing from you guys. It really is amazing that we get to be together like this. I absolutely love it. I'm really enjoying our virtual services that we've started to offer. I'm getting to meet you guys, and you are literally from all over the world. Holland, you guys are calling us from all over the world. We love getting to visit with you in your homes. So if you're interested in the design services, hop over to House of Valentina. Check out the design services page. I'll leave a link below so you can find it a little easier. You just sign up for an hour. We get to hang out on Zoom together, and you get to ask all your design questions. It's awesome. And if you have bigger projects you want us to work on, you'll also find all the information there as well, because we love being able to do this for you guys too, and being a part of your projects, a part of your homes. It's just the most amazing thing in the entire world to get to do that. I just love it. So thank you so much for the honor and the privilege to be a part of that with you guys. And I hope that we'll get to see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't even... Whew.